erotic photography, and the topic would be unlimited shoots and budget shoots. Okay, unlimited shoots, it means that the budget is unlimited, right? And experience is unlimited. And for erotic photo shoots, erotic photography and video session, unlimited experience is very popular at my studio with couples and of course with individuals as well. Okay, so let me just discuss now about first budget photo shoots. Okay, budget photo shoots, erotic photo shoots for a certain specific budget, right? There is um, there is a service when people would like to get few pictures done. They do not plan of a big project, of the big gig, right? But erotic photography is something what it is not really straightforward if we talk about erotic energies, right? Erotic photo shoots with sensual, okay, and sexy energy, it's a journey at my studio. When people are arriving to create erotic photography, most of the time it's a first time experience. Okay, and when it's the first time, it actually lasts longer for many people just to go into the mood and start shooting hot and sexy photography. Because how usually people would start, no matter are they a premium package or are they a budget clients, right? Most of the time, people are a little bit nervous, okay? Some more, some less, okay, but they how to say, they are not in that confident zone. They're not ready, okay, unless they are models. That's what I've noticed. If I am shooting with the adult model, glamour or escort model, then erotic photo shoot happens very quickly, okay, because you see models, they are get used to being naked. They get used to perform. Models also practice these skills and have many shoots. Okay, so they're more relaxed. They're more open-minded. They're more flexible. When models shooting erotic photography, it is most of the time for their business, for their other portfolios, for expand to become famous, make money. That's why models create erotic photo shoots to update their profiles, work profiles. When the public, general public, people just would like to experiment and try new things and come to create erotic photography, most of the time it's the first time and they are not posing and they are not performing like models. It takes time for them to break into. It's like you're buying a new shoes and you need time to actually how to say, to start walking in them. Now we have flip-flops, so you don't need to break into flip-flops, right? But what I'm saying is this, that erotic photo shoot, it is not a straightforward experience. Everyone can do it, yes. Everyone can do it. But when people arrive to create erotic photo shoot, for a budget, 2 pictures, three pictures, 5 pictures, right? A budget shoot. They still expect to get drop dead gorgeous photographs. That means that I would need to invest time with that person and move him from or her from that stiff, frozen, uncomfortable, maybe shy position, right? Awkward position. People very much worry about how they look and especially get nervous when we approach undressing scenes, right? When I'm shooting erotic photography at my studio, we can shoot erotic dressed. We can create make love scenarios with couples with the clothes on, right? We can make love with the clothes on. Yes or no? Yes. So that's one option. For people who are really shy but would like to have sexy pictures, they start kissing, they start touching each other, they start playing with each other. It's a certain transformation from a stiff, frozen, cold energy, right? When they're starting in, they're going into a sensual mode. They need to touch themselves, right, and create a certain energy and certain vibration. And that is why it is much more easier when you are not alone. And what I mean is when you are not alone, when you're doing a solo photo shoot, right? So you are a person who is on the stage solo. That is the solo individual shoot, and you will be communicating with the photographer, right? But when I'm saying when there is a couple, right, girlfriend, boyfriend, married, or just friends, right, they are already connected with each other. They have desire, they are passions, they have feelings, they have energy already developed in their range. So it is much easier to create intimate photography, sensual photography with the couple who is getting turned on just from being together, from touching each other, from looking at each other, gazing into their eyes, right? Stroking the body and slowly taking the clothes off. It's enough to get the couple into into a higher energy, intimate, sensual energy. So this today's video is about no limit photo shoots. And what it is, a limited photo shoot for adults, erotic limited photo shoots for adults. It is a portrait shoot where you are limiting body expression, sexuality expression, and when you are not allowing to go into certain places where people are connecting. It means making love, right? If some studios will allow you some kissing and touching, uh, I I am shooting no limit photo shoots. It means that people undress in my studio. We shoot portraits, we shoot semi-nudes, we shoot nudes, we shoot explicit, and we shoot make love scenes, erotic scenarios on a different style, right? On a different style. So very often people have a budget but have an unlimited session ideas. Okay, they would like to get an unlimited experience. It means that to have a full-on shoot, including everything, okay, and portraits and nudes and explicit and make love and with his wife and photography and videos. They would like everything, and they have a very tight budget. Okay, that's the biggest challenge for me at my studio, when people want to have unlimited shoot and want to do everything, and then they have a very minimalistic idea of a budget that they can spend, right? So what I'm saying is, for people who are shooting budget photography, there are options. Okay, there are options. I would like to discuss unlimited shoot, because it is the most more interesting topic. And unlimited shoots, it means that you are creating your artwork, not limiting yourself. No not limiting in experience, not limiting in scenes, in outfits, in time, in session, in everything. So you are shooting till the point that it's done. Okay, until the point that it's done, it means you will be shooting 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours, sometimes 6 hours. So unlimited photo shoot is a half-day session, so that people can plan, can relax, and can nicely, without any rush, create all the outfits that they've planned, shoot all the scenes that they desire, try all the fantasies that they would like to try, right? Erotic photo shoot is created at my studio for people to experiment. To experiment. So if the minimum, for example, is starting from the minimum and people are booking 5 images, okay, we have a very limited time scale that we can experiment with, right? But what that means, experiment, we're still shooting a range of photography, because what that is, okay, we're starting at a certain point always, okay, and that point with models can reach very high, okay, in a seconds, right? If the model is on the stage, one moment it can be a simple reflection, simple person, and the other moment the model can transform, okay, and it could be wild and crazy and hot and sexy, depending on the model and depending on the energy. So it is very straightforward with the models. However, it's not the case with normal people. Usually they don't know what to do. They don't know where to start. They don't know how they're looking. They don't know how to move. They not performing in the body the way they thought they will, right? And so something is awkward, something is in a test mode, okay? So it always takes time, right? The more you shy, the more you're nervous, the longer it gets for that person to get into that sexy, confident zone. Okay, so usually when people have certain traumatic experiences, they're seriously worried how they look, what will happen during performance. They worried about many things, right? How it will expose them and how it will make them feel. And some even terrified of this experience, and some will never do it. Okay, and there are many people who will never do an erotic photo shoot because it will show them who they are. It will absolutely expose them. There will be a person from the side shooting every moment, every action that that person intuitively or planned, if we plan out the scenario, right, he would make and he would create. Okay, so at my studio we plan certain things, but I always move towards the idea that if you are individual, you have to create and start doing things for yourself, right? Not everything has to be on a plan. People have to feel how they feel best at that moment, how they look best, and what is their intimate moment creation, and what it is to be in that phase, in that zone, and how it looks like for them. Okay, so that's the experimental part. And of course, the other thing, how I think about erotic photography, it's like an X-ray. It's like a photograph, right? In the hospital, we get X-rays and we have photographies too. In my studio, I probably create erotic energy. Why I am saying this? Because when people see themselves in a picture, they can decide, are they sexy or are they not? And if you are very critical with yourself, and if you are at that moment when you are shooting erotic photography, overthinking or getting nervous, or you are in doubt or in pain, that's exactly what I take a picture of. And that's what they would see. They would see the photograph that they do not feel comfortable. They do not feel okay. And who needs this type of erotic photography? Who needs, right? So the first thing, what I'm concerned about, that when people are shooting erotic photography, they would be in their vibration, in their moment. So today I'm discussing budget shoots and unlimited shoots, and I quickly say hi to everyone, right? Hi, hello, and I'm answering messages. I can see messages coming through. So quickly saying hi, and I am replying to people who are asking questions about erotic photography, couple photography, individual photography. Photography includes undressing, okay, nude photography, right? And adult games. I love your accent. Thank you. Okay, where are these messages? Are you from the UK? Yes, my studio is based in UK, but I'm translating. I know it's a US channel here, which is fine. Which is fine. Okay, and yes, I can read it. Yes. Okay, any more questions? Hi, hello, everyone. Thank you for your hearts. I'm just quickly going through and quickly discussing and going further with my topic. Okay, hi, hello, everyone. Hi. Yes, someone said that I have a very unusual and very interesting profession. I've created it myself. I moved from my country. I'm from Lithuania. I moved to London, and I was studying medicine there and working in a hospital, and changed my profession here in London, become an artist, photographer, and also do videos. And I am working with adults. shooting their naked body, shooting their positive energy, negative energy, sexual energy, right? And we create hot and sexy pictures. Wild, crazy pictures, fetish pictures, different kind of erotic fantasy pictures, including shooting erotic scenes with hot and sexy models, couple book models for these fantasies. It's a cuckold fantasy shoot and a threesome shoot. That's what couples would like to experiment with. Okay, can you join the fun if I book you? That's the most popular question. This question arises with individual men and couples as well. Okay, very often, like I say, women would not ask this, but the answer is no, because I'm keeping things professional, and that is why I've created a service with hot and sexy models, because I've been asked too many times. Okay, so people who would like to have someone else to join them on set, and seriously, this is a popular service, right? We hire models. And because in adult business, erotic photography is not only for general public, but also for people who work in adult business, you see? So I have contacts in adult business, and I can offer escorts to join a couple or individual for hot and sexy adventures so that they are not alone. Okay, so that's how I went around this situation. Okay, and I work mostly with top models, top end models, and that means it's going to be 2 grand per hour and more. Okay, so I work with um, high-end escort. Are you a model? Am I a model? I am a photographer. How can photographer be a model? So I am a photographer and I own an adult studio, yeah, photography studio. And we create erotic photography and videos for individuals and couples. Okay, and we create erotic fantasies. You look, you talk, thought it. You look, you talk, thought it. I'm being pretty was a crime, we would be serving a life sentence. If being pretty was a crime, yes, yes, that's the thing. Sometimes you say don't come to this RF pretty, but it's better you come lucky, right? That's what they say. Have you ever joined the shoot? The answer is no. The answer is no. So when I started erotic photography and when I started experimenting with erotic photo shoot, I had a husband. And I'm very serious about, my profession. And of course, I'm very respectful to my husband. Okay, so I become erotic photographer not because I would like to join with everyone on their shoot. Okay, I've created erotic photography business for one single reason, that people who do not love themselves, do not single or lonely, right? That people who have issues with their body, or they think that they are not photogenic, or they're not sexy, or they have some kind of a illness or traumatic experience, or they divorced or they separated, doesn't matter, they need a confident boost. Erotic photography can deliver that. Okay, it changes the perspective and understanding about you, about yourself, especially when you will have an erotic photo shoot. Imagine you are a couple and shooting unlimited session, right? So this couple I shot Saturday, I have made 900 images. Okay, and then it made 15 gigabytes of short videos and 25 gigabytes of long videos. Okay, so this couple will have a full highlight, basic edited. Then they will have, they can select the best files and have a color and black and white collection. Then they will have a video gallery from reels, short, medium, and long video. right? Different format, landscape and portrait. Then they will have a movie still collection, okay, created from their videos, and then they will have a GIF collection, okay, GIF collection on top of that. So it is a very big post-production project after we already accomplish the photo shoot, when it's finished, when we shot all the files, right? Then I go into editing mode, and there is a lot of things to look at. And like, even if you spend 1 minute on 900 images, it's 900 images, 900 minutes. Calculate how many hours. It's just 1 minute, right? So my projects are very big. Okay, that's why I love unlimited shoots. We shoot till the end. Okay, and you know what I mean by saying we shoot till the end. I really like when my couples are prepared, that when the husbands are in the control and they last, okay, and the performance is great, and that they are cooperate and they're eager to experiment and try new things, including outfits, including toys, including props, everything, lighting, everything. Okay, so I like to work with open-minded people. But I also do adult therapy, couple therapy. Okay, people who are absolutely terrified to undress, feel ashamed, cannot have an erection shots because they are not able to perform, and scared, and feeling awkward, disgusted about themselves. It is too risky for them to even go for this type of adventure, right? That kind of a thing. So there are a lot of negative information going through their body. They do not accept themselves, they do not like themselves. Sexuality, it's a confidence boost. Okay, sexuality, it's a vibration, it's an energy that every adult translates. Okay, we have a sexuality energy, and we use it as an energy resource, right? If we eat and consume the food, our brain takes that energy and eat it up, right? How else we can create, right? How else we can create? We produce energy inside us. And if we are with someone else, like I've already practiced with models, if couple cannot create a spark, right? The energy is very low. So we invite someone else to join them on their set and stimulate them. Okay, it changes the dimension, and we create a certain energy and certain erotic scenarios, okay, with them. So that's the most important thing. Okay, let me just quickly again have a break. And have you ever joined? I've already answered this question. 14 messages. We should collab. Shoot me a good afternoon. Hello, hello. No flirting with you, but you are a powerful creature, and that's you, goddess. Not flirting. Good, not flirting. Okay, thank you so much. Well, help me write my book. If people need help writing the book, then maybe you should do something else. Okay. At the moment, I'm also stuck with one project, which is adults love adult art, and there is a sex art galleries that I create online on my private Telegram channel. Okay, and I would like to invite everyone to join my public channel. If you go to the previous post on my on TikTok, you can find a link. Okay, and we can get connected, right? So what I'm concentrated now is creating new adult galleries, okay, for couples, for men, for women, videos, gifts, okay, fantasies, erotic fantasies, right? And it's in the format of photography, movie stills, video, and gifts, right? And that this project I will try to make as much more gifts as I can. And what is the difference from other channels? What will be the difference? The difference will be an energy flow, because when people come to create to my studio, majority people create from a connection, from a love, from the passion and from a desire. That's the energy that we use to create the artwork, right? There are shoots and projects that, like I say, with adult models who create erotic photography for work, okay? And that means it's a different energy. And you could just sense and see this, right? In my photo shoots. There are people who are doing it for job, like a job, and there are people who wish to create. Okay, they have a passion to experiment. They would want to find a novelty. They would want to find new things for themselves, and they would want to re-edit, reinvent themselves. Okay, that is possible after erotic photo shoot, because it will change your perspective completely when you will receive the huge file of artwork that will be just you. Good idea. Glad to see you. Glad to see you too. Okay, I like learning body to body. Body to body photo shoots, usually a tantric photo shoots at my studio, and they are created with tantric model. So there are a lot of body to body action, and most of the time there are single men who would book a tantric model. And tantric model will create a performance with that individual. So it will be a connection, yes, sensual connection, intimate connection. We will start from the portraits, and then he would undress the model. The model will wear nice clothes, right? Sexy clothes, and then he will undress the model. We will shoot several scenes, different outfits, okay? And then we will go into a body to body action, which will be a nude. Nude sliding using body oil massage. Okay, that's what it is. And usually it's with the happy end. So people who would like body to body experience, okay, and they are by themselves, they're single, alone, and they would like to experience and remember this, record this forever, so that they would see how it looks like, and every time when they want to remind it for themselves, they will can go back to it. That's why you record. You will create this video now. In 10 years you will see how hot you was, how firm your butt was, and you know how sexy it was. That's why you would do it, to remember. Okay, right, let me just quickly, you should okay, you should low-key give me private lessons. Okay, private lessons. The topic about private lessons is this, that Julia is going to create adult photography course. Okay, what includes just photography, erotic photography for adults. And I will have two levels. One is a beginner for people who have no clue and understanding at all about photography. Okay, and then I will have another tier for professionals, because some people would like to change and move from one photography style to another, to erotic photography, and experiment there. And there are not many people who worked in adult business more than 20 years like I do, so I have things to tell. Okay, so that's one option, erotic photography course, and that would be online, and it will go on very soon after I launch my erotic galleries. Okay, erotic galleries online. So that's what you can do. And another thing what I've realized is very good is Eros confidence course, body confidence, body transformation course in a group. So it will be a private group, and people will be doing homework, listening to my lives, my lessons, and doing some practical homework with their body, shooting themselves and going, overcoming this fear of sharing the photography or sharing their images, and creating erotic fantasies and expressing themselves, right? So this, I believe, would be like a break into erotic photo shoot mode, because there will be no one else, just them. I will be explaining how to create hot and sexy selfies, or sexy videos for themselves, so that they can use it later, or people just can learn to shoot their partner, to take a picture of their hot wife. Why not? Okay, so the learning stage will come a little bit later. Okay, what's your main language? I I have mentioned I came from Lithuania, so my language is Lithuanian and Sanskrit. Okay. Okay, thank you so much for a short video. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for your questions. BBC, that's a very popular erotic fantasy shoot with couples. Okay, this is also happening at my studio. Okay, and the ones who missed, I missed maybe your message. I might, if that's a very interesting question, I will get back and I will record the video. Okay, so don't be shy and ask questions. I will check later what was happening. Okay, and good night. It is very late now. Okay, here after 8 p.m. So I'm saying goodbye and see you soon next time. Okay, see you next time. I don't know when. And let me just quickly switch off here. Right, why is this switch off here? Bye. Okay, and for my YouTube watchers, I'm also ending here, and I will be updating with my courses and with my online hot and sexy galleries. Okay. So if you are not following me on Telegram on a public channel, you can check some of my videos and you will find the link so that you can connect with me. Okay, if not, I see you next time. Thank you so much and bye. Have a good night. Ciao.